time for y'all to be back. A few more minutes to let everyone find their seats. Sweet bop doo da doo doo. Alright, well, let's get our windows open. Let's at least get the map up so y'all can see what we're working on. Boot up that Dungeon Alchemist. Alright, hello. Hi everyone. I'm Caretographer, and today we're making maps. And yeah, I have a fun one today. It's part of one of my road package maps. So we're doing like campsites, and the biome that I was in was sewer. So I have like a sewer road or like a path that you could be like walking down a sewer. It's essentially a I'll just show you. It's just a straight, pipe with an outlet. So this is the sewer one that I made, and I was like, okay, well now I gotta do like a campsite. Like, what's something that's like a central part of like a sewer system? I was like, maybe like a big old drain was kind of what came to my mind. So I like opened it up and put 4 of these entranceways. That would be any sewer path that you were on prior to this. That would open up into this. But the cool part about this map is that I'm making it a golf, so that you can fill it up with muddy water, and you can make it an encounter map where maybe the party's sleeping there and everything's fine and dandy, and then a big surge of some yucky water comes floating down to the bottom, and then on the side we had put these like wheels that maybe could be like release valves or something that allow this blender to kind of soak it all back up and take the water away. Was like my idea. So hey, what's up, Mac? Let me balance my my sounds out. I can go up higher. I'm on my my studio map mic. As you can see, no headset today. Dun, 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 dun. And decibels are running pretty low for the music. And I'm like pretty high, it seems. But yeah, so we're just like filling this up with junk. That's where we're at right now. So it really doesn't even matter what I put in here. I could put anything. Collisions. Oh. Dun 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 dun. There you go, way up higher. Up here, yeah. How's this? Pushing those decibels up to like -5. In Windows? To-do. That's sound. Huh. Ba-da-ba-da. Does this change anything? Device properties. Starting a test, starting a test, starting a test. I just turned everything up to max. It looked like it was down lower. What's happening? I gotta go look at my decibel bar over here. I'm a little maxing out. Let's see. I'm like just touching. Oh, I'm like maxing out in yellow right now. How about we'll max out in green? Right here sounds a bit good. Huh, interesting. And then music can probably go up to maybe 30 or 35. Try 30, like 30, 25, right on there. Do do da 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 do da 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 da. That's like actually a 20. That's okay right there. Ba-da-bop, and that's still coming in good over the top. Haven't maxed out on Spotify. Oh, okay, yeah. I think right around like, it's like right around like -25 right there. Like jumping across up and down. Right around there. Saying something now. Yeah, my only concern is just now that I got the mic opened up, I don't know how much like background noise you can hear, the computer fan or it's about arm's length. Okay, cool. That's fine. I see activity on the decibels, so that's what I was always concerned with, I guess. All right. Yes. Yep. It's just updated. Let's put a bit of gold down in the sewer. You know, just like a random trinket. Or maybe this drop down here. Okay. I think maybe just like a weapon. Yeah, like a sword. Maybe that flush down the drain. Yeah, not a problem. Take it easy. We will see y'all soon. Take it easy, Mac. Let's see. Yeah, just trying to find some random stuff. Probably a good idea to put something like this in here. Black. I saw some blues. Something hard and structural there. Some chunk of debris. Type in debris. Debris. Just like random trash. That's the plan here. You're gunking it up, trashing it up. Kind of like that. File. Like so. Just trying to keep the ooze variated. You don't like to have too much repetition, even though it's literally the same block, the same asset that I'm using. But once again, the creative misuse. ways to make one asset look like several. Lots of ways to do it. And then maybe just like some rubble at the bottom. This one could pretty good. That one. Trying to pick stuff that's like not too big, because like it is a sewer drain, so it's like not too much big stuff should be getting down through this essentially. Just random junk. That's all we're trying to make it look like. Perfect. Let us make some more goop. I think we're going light goop over here, super light goop. Come back to me. Why do I lose it there? Oh, goopity goop. Perfect just as it is. And we gotta goop this side. yeah, so not everyone's covered. And I also didn't want to like cover them all with like goop entirely. I want to leave some room for other colors and textures to be going on. I should fill this up, I guess. Stuff. It shouldn't be fully clear. It could be. They don't need to be. That actually looks good. Makes it look like it pours over a little bit. Like a color texture. I think when the lighting changes, that'll all look a bit better too. What else can we put in here? Down in and around the drain. Let's put the water in it and see how it looks. Nice. I really like these pipes that I added. They give it a lot of definition. And the trash looks really good. And you just remove those things when you do the water up version. It is first and foremost a camping map. Let us see. Maybe adding some dirt around this. This is what, when I find myself placing dirt assets, it's usually putting a little bit of dirt over a very flat pre-made surface, because I can't bring in the train brush into these room generated tiles, right? And vice versa, I can't have, you know, these actual tiles and use that tile system if I don't have a room. So, you know, you have to pick and choose. I don't like how crisp this edge is. Perhaps we do something on this. Phone call coming in. 1 moment, please. Okay. It was Boulder Dash, is what that was. A little bit of that Scamtron. Yeah, that's right. I was making sure that these fit on the insides of the inside. That looks way better, and this is something that I bring up all the time, which is just like line work, essentially, is what it is called in other art formats, like when you're doing like drawing a picture or drawing like a character art, right? Like they usually start with line work because that's where you have your frame and your base to go from canvas to, you know, picture, right? But with Dungeon Alchemist, you do a lot of the texture and stuff first because you're putting items and assets into the map, but it doesn't change the fact that like line work is huge, you know? So like if you were going to draw this map, in order for you to get 2, 3, 4 circles perfectly, you would start by drawing those circles, right? And a lot of times I could put walls on here, but walls are going to stick way up. So what I like to do is like kind of make a curbstone and take a wall or a curved wall and then size it up to the circle or the shape. When you're doing like when you're doing straight walls, it's actually super easy to do curbs. Like doing sidewalks, super easy because you can click into the grid like that by holding control or just turning collisions back on, and then you can place multiple of them holding shift here just to like spam a few out. So you hold control, hold shift, and you can just like put them on the grid and then keep spamming them out and make a little, you know, a little sidewalk, right? You know, and then like it looks like from the size, it's like a little curbstone. You see? Put you back. Where's other places I need build up? I need to put some more moss, some more goop, and muck up these things. Other textures I can use down here? No, pretty much just that. Oh, that's not fun. Can you even see it now? No. You know, and honestly, it looks fine with the water in it. With the water in it, those look really good. They look like they float out. They're really good. I've been asking myself this question: do I want to put these on? To here. And also, do I want to cover those up? I think I told myself no, because they're all going to be like weirdly placed. It's the end that I really stressed out. That I am fretting about. I guess I can put some type of pipe or pole. This one. The question is, does it look good? It does. It does look good. So... metal. Whatever it is, it's gotta be metal. What could I use here? This is a tough one. I don't think I have anything really. Like those drain pipes are my first go-to because I know they're just like hunks of metal. Don't want that. At a loss. Let's go to maybe weapons. Could use a sausage. Perhaps I'll use a sausage. No. No. Huh. I mean, I guess just whatever. If I find something later, I can put it in, but that's what I got for now. It doesn't look bad, just doesn't look great. One of those things, you know. Which is like, I don't know, the more maps you make, you think it would get worse, but it actually kind of gets better. Where you're just like, you know, like I don't have to have that. It's okay to be missing, you know, a couple things. You don't have to have everything in your map. It's nice to have some details. It's nice to have some attention to detail, right? But don't sweat yourself on it. Don't let it take up more time than it should, you know? Time that you could be creating. A little wholesome advice from Caretographer from me to you. Alright. Finish putting these up. We're getting pretty close to done on this one. And moving on to the next biome. I think one of them's going to be in the snow. So that one's going to be interesting. I do know there's an igloo asset, so I think I might honestly actually have a use for it. It's one of those assets where you're just like, when am I going to use this, you know? But a camping map in the Arctic? Perfect place. Where the igloo would it be? Like the only place I could think it could be. I guess that this kind of works. I guess we'll just do that and just leave it there. The ladder that broke for the access point. No one's been down here in years. Yeah, I mean, this looks really good. Maybe add some pipes. I don't know, what do y'all think? Pipes in the walls, like, it'd take a lot of time and work. No, like, let's just throw a couple in quick. I mean, they really look like they're just downspouts from the top. Like, these don't look like they go down and in. And also, like, they're not, like, entirely necessary. And then what's... We want to get that texture out. So you're like, there's definitely like a layer of mud before we get into the moss. Yeah, looks way better. Here we are. And I always like, this is again just back to that line work, you know, finding spots where I can really make it accentuate the shapes of these mounds, and, you know, bring out some shadows and some textures that otherwise would have blended and meshed. But we chose to, again, accentuate them, and therefore you get a lot of these great vision. It just does good things for our vision, you know, for like, we know what we want it to look like. I want this to like look like it's swooping down and be very bogged out, right? So you can see very clearly how dark it is right here. Undo that one. Add a little bit to it. Okay, that already looks way, way better. And then where else? Kind of want to just keep it empty. No, the circle isn't perfect. I could do better on a couple of these, but it's fine. I think this is pretty much done, in my opinion. It looks good both ways. Now we gotta light it. We gotta light it. Cave, shadows on. Redraw ceiling. Cover it all up. Go out of lighting. Really bright, caved out. And the reason why I wanted to do this, like, put a little extra effort into this one is because with cave maps, there's really only one lighting, which is just the dark lighting that looks the best, so where you can see everything evenly, like this one. So, like, honestly, I wanted to put a little bit more work into it because we're only gonna see one map. So now I get two maps where I would have had one just by doing, you know, this cool little water gimmick that I like to do on a lot of my projects. No, just ignore that entirely. Let's light up our campfire. Let's go get a candle, because we like to accentuate our lighting. Make that candle so small you can't see it. I'm going to go a bit higher with this one, a bit brighter, I think. As there really isn't any other light in this cave. So I want this to be super bright. Super, super bright. Okay, file, export. 22 by 22. Grid. No borders. Yeah, I normally would do 20 by 20, but I just needed to squeeze the space in. The circle on the edges was getting cut off, and I didn't like that. And then we're going to... It's sleeting outside, everybody. Yay! Falling ice. I'm gonna save this because we're gonna come in and edit this. We're gonna get rid of the fire, get rid of these dirt piles. And we got pillows, these. Gotta get rid of our candle. There we go. Because now we're gonna bring the water in. I'm gonna just look at a couple different waters here. You know, I intended for it to be this one. Maybe I can do a couple. Definitely not that one. Yeah, they all have their own different styles, so we're going to do all of them. And look at that, getting more variation. I love it. Out of something that didn't have much variation. What do I have for animated assets? let's browse some assets quick. See if we can find. Start with like vortex. No. Earl. No. What's that called? Typhoon? Water? See if anybody else has had an idea. Oh, we got a valve wheel though. Pretty legit, not gonna lie. Not gonna lie, it's pretty legit looking valve wheel. Um, $500. Animated water? Let's see. I don't know if I'm gonna find it. Isn't there one with an animation on it though? I swore there's a water font with an animation on it. Maybe they can do on the wells? Oh, magical furniture. Let's look here. No. No. Rats flag it. Magical decorations. No. Kids. Richard. No. kind of stumped. I know there's one that exists. Let's see it as. I know there's one that exists sideways. I don't know if there's one that exists vertically. Let me ask Denny Knuckles. Must be missing it. Oh! Where could it be? Where could it be? C-3PO! Maybe it's one of the wells? It only works if I can manipulate it. And it makes that shape. Swirl, spiral. Other things. Boodle-bop. Alright, we'll just export it as so, and if I can find the asset, I'll re-export these. Sewer camp sewage. Water time. Export. This way people can choose whatever situation they want. Sewer camp water 1. Sewer camp water 2. Water 3. And then clear the water out. Empty. Actually, if we're going to do this, let's go get a little fancy with it. Let's hide everything a little bit more. How did that get through? And that. And that. And that. Crap, swag it. It's alright, it's alright. Probably just gives character with the water up, and I can go back and fix the water down. Everything's getting buried in more muck. Call it sediment. More, a little slime. Slime. I'm gonna change the basic look at the map a little bit. Little features, just so it looks generally different. Not too different. Empty. Sewer camp empty. Save. File. Open. Go in. Sewer camp, the sewer camp. Alright. So that is a map. Hope y'all enjoy. Believe. what our next one project will be. Ooh, Skeleton Wasteland. That would be fun. And then we have 2 snow maps, a swamp map, and an Underdark map. Here we go. Let's see what we're working with. Oh, actually, let's do. I didn't do much on this map. Used a lot of the terrain brush. How do you unclear it though? That'd be a fun button. Okay, and file save as skeleton. Oh my goodness, that hurt. Oh, I didn't even realize I had effects on this, eh? Yeah, gives it that nice smoky look, eh? The more you know. Well, it's just us. So thanks to the few that did stop by. Hope you liked the quick map drop, and we're gonna head over to the Dungeon Alchemist stream. So peace out. Have a good time.